9 terrible Kickstarter inventions. Seriously, you won't believe some of the terrible ideas people set up Kickstarter campaigns for, or how much money they raise. Sometimes. Number 9. Gravity-powered generators. Campaign amount, $250,000. GravGen was a simple idea that infinite power could come from the Earth's gravity. The claim was that enough energy would come from this invention to power a 32-inch LED TV for 24 hours. The maker thought that gravity's energy, in addition to a few weights and winches, could eventually replace nuclear power. The $250,000 was for building and patenting prototypes. However, we won't experience this massive breakthrough because the campaign ended and only brought in $31. That's a real downer. Number 8. Flying bicycle. Campaign amount, $77,500. Paravello, the flying bicycle, got off the ground. Well, almost. The company Explorair was in the process of creating the world's first flying bicycle, a typical two-wheeled bike that turned into an aircraft after 4,000 feet. Some final money was needed in order for it to lift off from prototype and onto store shelves. But there may have been one good reason that it didn't quite fly from the cutting room floor. A built-in tent for flamping, or fly camping. Number 7. Drink a Red Bull in every state. Campaign amount, $1,000. This entrepreneur's sense of adventure caused him to want to drink a Red Bull in every one of the lower 48 states. He was planning to video his swigs and air them on YouTube. As a motivator, he promised to mention the names of each person who pledged. For only $25, the pledger's name would be put on a sticker on the Red Bull can. It seems that we'll never feel the end of this hype though. He only managed to hold down $1 in pledges. Sorry, pal. You'll have to get someone else to pay for your road trip. Number 6. Unicorn hat. Campaign amount, $90. Was it Edison who said, "To invent, you need a good imagination and a pile of junk"? Author Anne Aguirre wanted a unicorn hat to advertise herself as 100% more awesome! Her plan was to wear it on book signings, allowing her investors to get a reward for looking at her. Not only did Anne meet her goal, but raised a magical total of $521. Kate Middleton ain't got nothing on her. Number 5. Impressive impressions. Campaign amount, $50. These guys from Australia were looking for an investment that would allow them to develop special effects for impressions. Just $50 would have allowed them to create ones of various famous celebrities or characters, like Danny Archer or Gandalf. Further funds would have gone to creating a pilot episode of a show sent to Australian TV networks. We'll never know what kind of awesome impressions could have been created, because the project only brought in $7. Number 4. World's largest jockstrap. Campaign amount, $850. Not sure exactly what kind of behemoth planned to wear this item, but artist Michael Barrett decided that the Guinness Book of World Records needed to don the world's largest jockstrap. After getting approved, Barrett needed funding to get the project supported, if you will. His plan was to set the record at 10 times larger than that of the biggest strap already in existence. Backers pledging $25 received a signed digital print of this mammoth item, as well as a personal thank you note. Those who gave $100 would receive a miniature version, but no one was willing to settle for that package. The campaign was funded with $4 to spare. Number 3. Paul the Phone Charger. Campaign amount, $8,000. Social and mobile technologies converge to bring you Paul the Phone Charger. Paul's creators made him so that the phone sat in the front and the plug came out in the back, sort of like a tail? Folks who pledged $400 were promised their own version of Paul. Absurdly enough, 12 people bought into that plan. Unfortunately, the project earned just 25% of what it needed, and the project went defunct. Luckily, the entire project wasn't terminated because the Paul prototype was selected as a finalist in the 2014 Design, Art, and Technology Awards competition. Number 2. Dance for Peace. Campaign amount $30,000. Only $30,000 for world peace? Not a bad price. Unless, of course, the method used is an app that insists on the governments of the world to get along. The app would feature the song "We Demand Peace in the World Now," as well as a flash mob for peace video. The theory was that this app would train other people to sing the song, dance in a flash mob, and inspire world peace. Alas, even with the offer of bumper stickers, buttons, wristbands, mouse pads, t-shirts, and flash drives of the song, the project didn't exactly work out as hoped. It only garnered $2,375. Now we'll never be able to afford world peace. Number 1. Moon House. Campaign amount $250,000. Not only would this project fund a mission to the moon, but also fund a house built on the moon. A little red house with white trim would look perfect on the moon's landscape. Some of the world's leading Swedish space engineers have been working on this concept for over 10 years. The first $250,000 was for a prototype to be built. Another $1 million would allow for functional tests in a faux lunar landscape. $5 million would include the environmental testing, launch campaign, and other features. $15 million would get the whole thing accomplished. That amount of money could buy quite a few unicorn hats, and fund world peace as well. But the campaign failed, with just over $5,000 actually pledged. Darn. No stellar houses for now.